On the night of January 16th, 2019, when a 21-year-old woman from Bundoora, Australia decided to walk home after a night with friends, no one could imagine that would be the last time she would be seen alive. The scream of the last moment of her murder, "You piece of shit," will forever stay in the mind of her sister Ruben, while Aya got attacked while being on the phone by a total stranger. Her body was found half naked and wrapped, her face smashed multiple times with her body, dumped near a shopping center in Bundoora, Melbourne, like an horrible murder scene. Her shoes and mobile phone were also found near the body, as well as a 1986 cap and a two-toned gray t-shirt. But at that moment, no one had any idea of what really happened and who might be the killer.
This was an absolutely horrendous, horrific attack inflicted on a completely innocent young woman.
This is a story that shook the entire city of Bundoora, even raised a reaction from Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison, who classified this murder as an incredibly shocking, despicable and tragic attack. More painful is when her family, living abroad, witnessed on the phone the murder of their daughter Massawi and had to wait for hours to have confirmation of her death. Such a painful and unforgettable moment that would haunt their memory forever. Who is behind this murder? A regular student, and why he committed such heinous and cowardly murder. In this story, you will discover the inside of a captivated moment of the murder that have been captured on camera. What brought this young man to commit this unthinkable murder? As we learn about the details of this murder, let us remember how walking outside alone at night can be so dangerous. Before we begin, we would like to express our sincere condolences to the loved ones of Aya Malsawi. May their souls find comfort in God's hands and comfort their poor family and community who still cry for their loss. Massawi's father, Said, reacted to the sentencing.
This is the last place my daughter was here. I had many dreams to be with her, but I cannot now to be more with Aya. I want to be with her more time, but someone decide I cannot be. I wish, I hope, I pray she here now in the more nice place and this place and in the paradise. She is all the time smile. She love the people. She have very big opinion, the mind open for everything.
Asking his daughter to be remembered as someone who loved everybody, regardless of their background. Born in 1997 in Baqi al-Gharbiyya, Israel, Aya Massawi was a sweet and loving child. Growing up with her sister, she has always been the one looking for others and always finds positive words to motivate. Conscious of her future, she pursued her education at Shanghai University with her sister. But Massawi had a desire. She wanted to improve her English, so she decided to participate as a student in an exchange program with LA Trobe University, doing a business degree. Massawi intended to graduate soon and work later at her father's firm in China, sadly a desire that she would never become a reality. Wednesday, January 16th, 2019. Early that day, she went to the Let's Talk English social event in the city and a comedy show in North Melbourne. At 11 p.m., one of her friends dropped her at a Bourke Street tram stop to catch the next 86 tram towards Bundoora. At 12:05 a.m., the 21-year-old got off the tram and walked past Plenty Road in Bundoora, which is about a kilometer from her home, close to Bundoora Park and Polaris Park, which is known to be a safe place during the day. At the same time, around 12:07 a.m., a man was captured getting out of the Polaris Center, where he spent the majority of his day getting in and out, visiting different shops, but no one knew exactly what he was looking for. As the area was a bit darker and late that night, Massawi decided to call her sister Ruba, who lives in China as a student. Quiet, frankly, this is something she often does to make her feel safe while walking alone. You might wonder why she did that. Honestly, this place wasn't known to be a dangerous area to walk at night. With a lot of parking for shoppers and police presence, the area offered safety for those who live there, mostly elders with the comfort of a sweet and calm city. But the area was a bit dark at night, leaving the chance for a possible stalker or killer to do something terrible in the dark. Unfortunately, on the night of January 16th, 2019, Harriman, The man observed in the CCTV camera earlier decided to do the most unthinkable crime the city of Bundora ever witnessed. Masawe was walking alone. She called her sister, who quickly picked up the call. Masarwi was surprised because it was late and wasn't expecting her sister to pick up the call, as it was around 2 a.m. in her local time. As Masarwi pronounced to her sister, "I didn't expect you to pick up." She can see a man walking toward her, standing in front of her with a metal pipe. What happened next is a disaster. Herman grabbed the metal pipe and smashed Masarwi 4 times before she finally fell to the ground unconscious. The phone dropped with her sister on the line, calling her name with no response. Standing by her body unconscious, he dragged her body behind a lower edge of the area, mostly hidden from the public, so no one could see him commit his cowardly act. After watching her body for a few moments, Herman decided it was the time for what, you may ask. Herman removed her clothes and with her body naked and unconscious, he wrapped her with such hate and rage like she ever offended him. With the body unresponsive, Herman continued to strike her face with a metal pipe, putting such force to the point he was satisfied. She died from suffering multiple injuries. Knowing her body could have been found easily, Herman dragged her body one more time to another location with WD-40 fluid film and lighter in the hands. Now it was the time to finish his morbid job and hide any possible evidence. What can I say? He has to make it the perfect crime. Using his lighter, he sprayed the fluid on the clothes and the body, put it on fire before taking her personal belongings. At this moment, there was no chance for Masarwi to survive from this tragic ending. At 12:27 a.m., a CCTV camera captured the moment Herman was leaving the scene, crossing Plenty Road and throwing away her belongings, so no one could connect it to the murder. As you remember, by the time of the murder, her sister was on the phone, so she sadly heard the last scream before being tragically killed. But her family didn't know what really happened at that moment and became very concerned. So her sister Ruba, with her parents, called and sent her multiple messages, but unfortunately no response from Masarwi. Was concerned and panicked. They finally decided to call Victoria Police, who later received a call from a passerby who would soon identify the dead body. For the family, it is a disaster, a tragic moment they never imagined happening. A sweet girl who would never engage herself in such troubles. The family couldn't understand why this had happened to their lovely Aya. As the investigation started, Victoria Police were able to recover footage from the surveillance camera, who were able to identify the killer as Hermanin, someone that the victim had never met before her final moment, who is Cody Herman. To understand why Cody Herman came to commit such a heinous murder, it is essential that we take a look at his childhood.
Because I don't give a damn, because I'm mad, and I hope you understand that I'm just trying to find a way. I'm trying to find a way. God, I'm Blaze, and I'm to blame for all my mistakes I ever made.
Born in September 1998 from a mix between an indigenous woman and his father German ancestry, both 19 at the time of his birth, Herman's life has not been easy. As the second child, he would constantly witness his parents beating each other and consuming a lot of alcohol and other substances, an environment that for sure isn't the best for a 6-month-old baby, right? Hopefully after a court order, Herman was taken from his biological parents and placed in foster care with the chance to regularly meet his parents, but didn't have a chance to see them often. With his family taken away, Hermanin as a child was known to be unsocial. He would often get angry and had difficulties making friends, becoming sometimes aggressive to some of those kids. We have to admit that life hasn't been easy for this child so far, but nothing wrong with showing an alarming sign of a possible killer. The turning point was when he was 13. Herman lost his mother. With no mother and father not being present in his life, Herman found comfort by using cannabis, drinking alcohol, sleeping outside of the foster home, and hanging out with people of bad influence. If alcohol and drugs were only the issue, we were going to say, well, there is nothing alarming right here. But Herman has been diagnosed with drug-induced psychosis and severe personality disorder, which were recorded by mental health services in July 2017, and even attempted to take his own life. Herman took some medications but never been sectioned. Maybe this could have prevented this murder. He squatted at various abandoned and derelict properties and gathered with friends at parks and at the local plaza by wasting time. getting high, and eating junk food. Every time a woman is being attacked in public, it raises the feeling for other women to feel unsafe. For sure, the first couple years of Herman's life could have a big impact on his personality disorder, leading him to those actions and probably playing a big role in reducing his punishment. But is this the only reason for Herman to kill Ai Mayasarwi? And we have to remember of the last words of Mayasarwi on the phone. "You piece of Esau," in Arabic. Why did she say that to someone she had never met? Something quite weird here. In another twist, it has been revealed that Herman had visited Masarwi apartment building twice on December 3 and 9, literally a few weeks before the murder. One thing is sure, there is no evidence of Masarwi and Herman for knowing each other. Masarwi's place was close to the local shopping center, which is a place where Herman often hangs out, so he could have gone there, seen her, and when he met her on that night of January 16th, 2019, he would have said this is the perfect occasion. She was outside alone, young and beautiful, such crispy details for his perfect murder. Asking a few of his friends, reports showed that only days before Mrs. Masasarwi's death, Herman had told a friend, "Oh bro, I just had 5 psychoses. I saw a murder in my head." So Herman could have been deluded by his own memory and committed this horrible act. No matter the motive and conditions Herman was in while committing this murder, the severity of this crime could not be excused. Herman has been arrested and serving at least 30 years of his life behind bars. Hopefully, justice has been served, but this case is a reminder for us to fight against any form of violence done to women, and certainly closer attention to mental health issues in our society. We would love to hear your comment about the motive of this crime.